You recently implemented an accounts payable automation software, but you're not seeing the results. If that is the case, you're not alone. We surveyed around 47 controllers who recently implemented an AP software to see how efficient the process is, and most of them are not seeing the results they desire to see. If that is the case with you, this video is for you because in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 areas which companies do wrong when implementing AP software and how you can correct it to make sure that you get the value out of your AP automation software. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Sachin. I am the founder of ProcureDesk, where we help growing companies automate their AP processes. So let's jump in. Number one is you're just implementing it for invoices. So very common when AP start looking at the requirements for automation, they care about can we have a coding done, can we have just a central invoice processing so that I could just go look up my invoices, and then I can maybe add a approval layer on top of it so invoices are routed to the right person for approval. The challenge becomes is you just implemented it for invoices. That means you still have surprise invoices coming in. You're still struggling to figure out where it needs to go for approval because you have no clue on what this purchase is about, right? So invoices just show up and then the team needs to figure out where does it need to go for approval. So let's talk about number 2 problem, right? So let's say you realize now that you need a upfront process to capture your expenses, that is purchase orders, so that when the invoice comes in, you are able to now map the invoice to a purchase order and then identify where it needs to go for approval and so on. The challenge which we see in most cases is companies don't look at the need of the requisitioners. So what is the requisition process looks like? How is my team purchasing today? Will they be able to use the purchase order process? Will they be able to speed up the requisition process using the new tool? These are the considerations that you must have in during the evaluation process to make sure that you are selecting a system that your team is going to use, right? So that gets into problem number 3 is if you have field crew, they have very different set of requirements when it comes to purchase requisition approvals and invoices. So here's the thing: if you're a construction company or you have team that is in field, most of the cases with the project management companies and so on, they're not sitting in front of a computer to put in requests, approve requests, review invoice exceptions, and things like that. So you need a system that will work for field. What are their requirements? How often they need to create emergency purchase and so on, right? So it's not just about the tool, but the process that you have today. And can the tool adapt to the process rather than the other way around? Otherwise, you have an uphill battle of having them use a new software and then ask them to change their process as well. So if you recently implemented an AP software and you're struggling with adoption, you probably have done one of these 3 things. I would say not in the correct fashion, right? Number 1 is you just implemented only for invoices, no purchase order. Number 2 is you implemented with purchase order, but you did not consider the requirements of requisitioners. And number 3 is if you have field crew, you must talk to them to understand their key requirements. If you're struggling with AP automation or you're thinking about automating your AP process, click on the link below to talk to one of our product specialists so we can walk you through if ProcureDesk is the right solution for you. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.